Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Starting 11 show. Everton versus Crystal Palace. A game where Everton are desperate for 3 points to get back to winning ways and start pushing up that table. Let's get into it. In goal, Jordan Pickford, Everton's number one, of course. Not more to say on that. Playing the back four as we have been the last few weeks. At right back, I am going to go for Mason Holgate again. I would say Seamus Coleman does normally do well against Crystal Palace and normally does well against Sahar. But again, I think there has to be just little changes. And I think Seamus was played 2 games this week. And he just, I don't know. For me, I just think there has to be a couple of changes. So I'm going for Mason Holgate. He's solid back there. And he could move into a 3 as well if need be. So I'm going to go for Mason Holgate. On the left, Mykolenko. Listen, I don't think he's been playing particularly well this most of this season. But the manager, for whatever reason, isn't willing to give Vinagre a chance, even coming off the bench. So that must mean that he's not particularly very good. So we will, Mykolenko's a decent defender. He doesn't give you much going forward, and I think that is a problem. But for the time being, without any evidence of Vinagre being any better, I'll stick with Mykolenko. 2 centre-backs, Conor Cody, James Tarkowski, I think have been the backbone of the team this season since they've been put together. And, long may that continue. I think they've been fantastic. So they are really giving us the foundations to build on. In midfield, this is where there's going to be a couple of changes. I'm going to go for Adrissa Gana-Gueye and James Garner in there with Onana ahead of them. I think Adrissa Gana-Gueye, people have been critical of him, and I can understand why sometimes. He does tend to lose the ball in dangerous areas, and I know that led to goals against Southampton, against Manchester United. He had another one against Newcastle where he picked up a yellow card for pulling the shirt. I get that, but most of the time he's actually fine. And he is that player who sits in front of the back four and takes the ball up the opposition and gives it. With having James Garner in there, I think you have someone who's comfortable on the ball, someone you can give the ball to and start to try and get up the pitch, go through the thirds. And I think that's important that we have a player. On the ball, when he's come off the bench, his pass completion has been really good. And I think that could help open the pitch up for us. We've been really poor going forward, and I think we haven't had that player who will keep the ball, get it back, and move us up the pitch. So I'm going for James Garner. As I said, Onana ahead of them. Obviously, he's the aerial threat and also can carry the ball, and maybe he might drop in and James Garner might go ahead, or sometimes use Onana for his height. But that's my 3 in midfield. On the right-hand side, I'm putting Iwobi on the right-hand side. It's not necessarily where I want to play him. I just think that there has to be some kind of change. I think his pace, athleticism, and general work rate means that he can play off the right or the left in moments of the game and move the ball, do what he's been doing in the central area just off the right. And help support Mason Holgate. And also, if we did go to a 3, we'll comfortably play as a right wing back as well. On the left, I'm going for Dwight McNeil, simply because I just want someone who'll put the ball into the box. I think if you simplify for him, and his job is just to get up and down the left-hand side and put crosses into the box, and that's his only job, I think that makes it easier. That means we'll have an out ball, and I'm putting Dominic Calvert-Lewin up front. The manager said he had no reaction from the game against Newcastle, so I'm going for Dom up front. And if he's getting people feeding them the ball, a supply line that he knows is coming, that makes his job a lot easier for him. And in the early stages of his comeback, I think that's really important. Also, with James Garner feeding the ball behind him, he can run into the channels. With Iwobi coming off the right-hand side, he's got another out ball as well. So let's make it as easy as we can for him. I think Anthony Gordon has been absolutely dreadful and doesn't deserve to start. I think Damari Gray has been pretty much the same, although he has got a little bit more about him. They don't deserve to start, so I'm not starting those two players because they simply don't deserve to start. And both of them don't. Maybe one of them does. Neither deserve to start, but maybe one of them. I don't think you can get away with both of those players anymore. I don't think they offer enough. And it leads us where we've been with absolutely not enough front. So that's my 11. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I think something has to change with 3 defeats in a row, even though they've been against better teams. I think we need to just try something a little bit different. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What would your 11 be? Let me know your thoughts. Give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already. If you want more great videos, daily live videos, join us over on Toffee TV Premier. The link is in the description and it'll be on the screen in a moment. See you later.